Let me just fuck up your mind, please.
Hey, yo.
Let me fuck up your mind.
On time, showing you the rhythm as I get ragged, get raw. Yeah, I need the man coming on, very raw. It's just a ride, giving you much more. So, yo, one more time I come. Knucklehead flow that make you act real dumb. Yo, I burn your crew like Florence. Run up in your grip like my name was Search Warrants. Shut your mouth, nigga, don't you complain. Fix you up, makes you whip cut like cocaine. Ooh, insane to your brain. Right on your subconscious, I'll leave my shit stain. I'll be the mostest with rhyme overdoses. I'm stepping over shit like I need osmosis. Sick lyrics like multiple sclerosis. Focus while I display flows ferocious. Weak niggas just fall and keep tumbling. Distribute lyrics like I'm hand to hand. Hustling. Hardcore like quick draw, mid-draw. But what you heard, you ain't heard this before. I make sure everything we make raw. 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 Yo, when I step in the place, I leave damages. No bandages on pussy from miscarriages. Yo, watch me bring the newest recipe. Fuck you up quick and condemn you all with leprosy. Let me hit you with flows that come various. Send you home and make you lie about your areas. Niggas can't see my routine. When I round up, I flip more niggas and get cream. And you know what the fuck I mean. Now I'm on the scene, stepping through like me, Joe Green. How I'm making you feel the extreme. Till I rock you out, then turn on my real high beam. Oh shit, now I got your brain fried. Want you inhale the smoke from my flow, carbon monoxide. Use your imagination, let me take you higher. Rain, hell, no earthquakes, earth, wind, and fire. Yo, hit the dirt, get on the floor. I'm that outlaw, nigga living right next door. You should just roll out the red carpet or move it target. I got you open like supermarkets. Yo, there's only 5 years left. Why niggas is scared to death? You breathe they left breath. Days of my life goes on. Word is on, I make you feel my proton, neutron, and electron. Yo, I be the number one icon. Word to the Holy Quran. I rock on and on, on and on. Hey, on and on and on. You won't understand when I form Voltron. Everything we make wrong. I make sure 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 everything we make wrong. There's only 5 years left. Remember that, nigga. All you remember that. There's only 5 years left.
Enough of that. We're here. We are here. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. And I have a lot of good news, a lot of great news, actually. And I'm going to be sharing it with you all, my people. It's bright enough in here. I'm assuming. Let me get a little more light here. Give me a second. Give me a little more light here. Yeah, I want it real light, bright light. So, sitting on my couch in my office, and I've been going. I've been busy becoming a father again. Hail Amen. My son Kent was born. Please, y'all share this. I want everybody on here. Share the link with everybody. Share this everywhere because I'm going to say something real defining for this moment in this topic. But before anything, in the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, in Amen we trust, in Amen we think, and in Amen we continue forward forever. Good evening. I'm your host, the intellectual Lord Benjamin Manhattan, and this is High and Mighty Thoughts with me, the intellectual Lord Benjamin Manhattan. And I'm going to be discussing the real reason why I think these black male celebrities are being targeted for shakedowns. Now, I don't really care about the so-called celebrities, the entertainers and whatnot. I'm not a big, I was never really big into celebrities. All right. But when you see so much of this these things is taking place, when you see so much of these so-called black men, bronze men popping up in the news, when you see so-called black men, bronze men, when you see bronze men popping up in the news, celebrity bronze men popping up in the news, high level, so-called high level in this society, entertainers, music people popping up, and when you see them popping up in the media for sexual assault charges, or as I'll say, SA charges, when you see that happening and you see it in a pattern, there's usually a bigger reason behind it. But before I go into that, I got a son, y'all. I got a son. I finally got the son I always wanted. My fifth child. My son, Kent Benjamin Manhattan. My son, Kent, was born a few days ago. I ain't going to give the exact date, but y'all get the message. My first son. My first and only son. After 4 girls, I got a son. At 54 years old, hell yeah, I'm strong as fuck. Yeah, I'm making them babies. Yeah, but yeah, I am. But anyway, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm happy my son is here. My son is healthy. He's a good-looking boy, and I'm not saying that just because I'm his father. And he's in the hospital. The women, and all of them were looking at him and whatnot. It's a story, but I'm not going to share that. It was a little weird story in the hospital with him, and some women looking at him. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. But he's a very handsome boy, very big boy, 8 pounds, 15 ounces, almost 23 inches long, big boy. All right. So that's child number 5. Yeah, do y'all know I made 5 babies in 4 years? 5 babies in 4 years. I'm 54 years. I'm gonna be 55. This year I'm gonna be 55. From 50 to 54, I made 5 children back to back. First time I ever became a father. Hail on me. I didn't want children in my early years, and so I put it to the side to pursue this mission, which is to raise my people from amongst the dead, to give them true knowledge of self, true, real knowledge of self, not no BS knowledge, not no Islam, not no Judaism, not no Israelitism, not no Christianity, not no Scientology, not no metaphysics, real, straight up and down, raw and uncut, direct truth, real truth. And that's been my mission ever since I started my community. A community, and me as a community leader, a higher intelligence, higher thought as American people, the bright people, the intelligent ones of our people. This message is for you. So that's why I've always wanted to listen to my broadcast. That's why I said hi, which is really mellow, and mighty talks. Thoughts. It was talks originally, but it's thoughts now. But anyway, so hail on for my healthy son, my first. I want another one so he can have a brother. And I'll make 6, but we shall see how this turns out. But anyway, let me go on with this topic. Enough about me. What is the real reason why black male celebrities are being targeted for shakedowns? Shannon Sharp, now Smokey Robinson, 85-year-old Smokey Robinson. When I saw that, I had to say something about that. When it was like these other bozos and goofies, like goofball dudes like Shannon Sharp and them run after these cave girls and whatnot, these cave women. When they do stuff like that, it's to be expected, because they worship the image of these people. They worship the image of these people, these Caucasians. So they run behind them, they run after them, they got their head up there, up there, what. So, so they end up forgetting, who they are, and they forget who you are. You forget who you are, and they forget, and you forget who they are. Let's put it that way. Right? So, you go out here and you get around these people and you forget yourself around these people. You forget yourself around people in general who don't have just as much to lose as you do. If you sitting on $50 million, $100 million, $200 million, you got all that cash, you see, all that money, you got to keep in mind there are a lot of people who want what you have. There are a lot of people out there who want what you have because they don't have it. It's a classic case of the have and have nots. So being that Smokey's a have, and he had a whole bunch of have nots around him, right? A lot of these illegals who were his maids he had in his home, who are now magically, after all this time, all these years passed, this man who's 85, 86 years old, man wrote classic tunes, man is a damn musical icon. You see, Smokey Robinson is like the realest dude, the realest dude you ever gonna, just when he give his interviews and whatnot, you could just tell he just keep it all the way 100. He like some things you could tell he just not gonna mention, but I always likes and enjoy Smokey Robinson's interviews. It's nothing fake about him. He don't come off as no plastic dude. That's what I like about Smokey Robinson. So he'll say some real nigga. You know what I'm saying? He said even Berry Gordy, he's some nigga out the streets. Berry Gordy, some nigga out the streets. Berry Gordy said, I'm a nigga off the streets. Them old G's. That's them old G's. They came up the hard way. So, because he was telling stories about how, they was in colored sections and down south when they was performing with Motown Review and all that stuff. He remember all that stuff, man. That man is Mr. Smokey Robinson, Mr. William Smokey Robinson. Much respect to you, sir. I would like to meet you and Mr. Berry Gordy one day, but hey, who knows? But I will say this, that these allegations that are being made against him, Shannon Sharp, we're going to throw Diddy in there, even though, like I said with Diddy, that's more like karma than anything. But you got a force of people behind that. You got a force of people behind that. You got a source of people behind all these things, because wherever there is a coincidence or a bunch of incidents happening and that's coinciding with each other, you're seeing a pattern here. You see a pattern here. Bill Cosby was one of the first. And I have my thoughts about that. I said Bill Cosby was clean. Bill Cosby was the cleanest you could get amongst the so-called black celebrities. He was, wasn't he? America's Favorite Dad, The Cosby Show, Fat Albert, A Different World. All that came from Bill Cosby, and even more. I remember his movies, Uptown Saturday Night, A Piece of the Action with Sidney Poitier. Man was a comedian, like everything. Bill Cosby was a bona fide pop icon. America's Favorite Dad. Bill Cosby was such a good dad, and on the Cosby Show, he made white America forget he a nigga. And I'm not in no disrespect, because he was just Cliff Huxtable. They ain't care about him being a so-called black man, a so-called black man. Even though Bill Cosby, you can clearly see Bill Cosby American Indian. I don't know if you can't see a Bill Cosby's an American Indian. Like even Elijah Muhammad and his brothers, and they look like American Indians. They look like they Indians. But anyway, so when they start getting around these people, like Bill Cosby start making money, getting around these people, and just because these people let you make money with them, just because these people let you be around them, make money with them, get high with them, have sex with multiple females or whatever they into, all kind of weirdo shit. Don't think that these people are not watching you. Don't think that these people are not looking at everything you doing and taking pictures in their mind. Don't think that these people are not saying to themselves, I could set this nigga up if I want to. I could set this nigga up. I could send in some maids. I could send in some butler. I could send in somebody because this nigga got so much money and we're going to catch him slipping. Need to catch him slipping. Right? You got these greedy lawyers out there. And they know in the court system, these so-called black men, you easy targets. They know in the court system, you so-called black, because they know they don't care if you railroad a black man. The court system ain't friends with the so-called black man anyway. So they don't mind letting the so-called black man sit up here and spend money, all the tons of money you got to be spending on damn lawyers and whatnot. By the time you spend all this money on lawyers and lawyers' fees and court costs and all this other stuff, by the time you spend damn near like you would have paid out damn near whatever they was asking for, damn near you damn near close to paying it probably. All the lawyers and things you got to put out and things and all this other business. And I'm like, even if you go to court and win, what about who gonna give you your money back for all the court costs? You ain't. I guess you got to eat that in the lawyer bills, right? You got to eat that for somebody making fraudulent charges on you. They only do that to you, so-called bronze men, you so-called black men. They only do it to you, especially when you got money. See, that's what you call your nigga wake-up call. That's what's called your nigga wake-up call. When you get around these Caucasians out there in Hollywood or wherever you around, these regular hater niggas that's around with them, who got a Caucasian spirit on them, a hater spirit. And I'm not saying all, but like I said, who got that hater Caucasian jealous spirit on them that can't stand to see you so-called black men with anything. Because I told you before, whenever they see you so-called black men with money, right? When they see you so-called black men with money, you know that chaps the ass of these Caucasian males up there who may have some money but nothing on the level as these guys. That chaps their ass. They don't like seeing that. These judges, politicians, they don't like seeing rich niggas. They don't like that. They don't like seeing rich niggas, and you're driving around in your nice cars, and you got access to women, and you're looking good for your age, and you probably don't need Viagra. You could keep it up. So they don't like seeing that. They walking around here, they can't get a hard on. Ain't no women checking for them. They into little boys or whatever the fuck they into. They weird, and so they mad that you got some kind of masculine energy and you got money behind it. They don't like that. Raw and uncut. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that you niggas got money. The all on Caucasian will smile in your face. They don't like that you got money. They don't like that you might, go down in history as a great person. They couldn't let Michael Jackson go down in history as a great person. Now, could they? They couldn't let Prince go down as a good person. They didn't let nobody go down as a good person. They want to defame you and make a whole lot of money off you and basically get you to use up your resources. You see, that's how they punish you for being successful, you so-called black men. That's how they punish you. Because while they are making you successful, while they're building you up, they're going to plan on tearing you down. You see? You see? Whenever these people build you up, they plan on tearing you down. They plan on tearing you down. Whenever they build you up, they're going to plan on tearing you down. You see? And they have to do it to make an example out of you for the rest of the niggas. They got to make an example out of you for the rest of the niggas. You see? Because they want you niggas to know no matter how much money we done gave this nigga, he don't mean shit to us. That's what that means. Raw and uncut. So that means if this nigga who's sitting up high on the horse like your Diddy, he bad boy and all this other shit, and he running around here in the club, shooting up the club, and you think Diddy got power. No, that nigga ain't got no power. Diddy ain't got no power. Okay? Whatever the white man gave him is what he got. Okay, and when he give it, he take it away. His God gave and took it away. And this is how they show you. Up your ass. See, that's how they show you. You see, you can't be this dumb. They parade you out there in the public and degrade you. Like how they did Bill Cosby. He was America's favorite dad until they degraded the shit out of Bill Cosby, man. They was sitting up here on the newspaper calling him rapist and all kind of other crazy shit. You see, all kinds, like they really condemned this man. And for what? For what? For some females? Some females who was just coming up at one after the other, just making up shit, just saying anything, having this man sitting in court, then having the man have to sit in jail for 3 years. Wow. But then again, that's karma for Bill Cosby. See, because Bill Cosby gave the pound cake speech and pull your pants up and all this other shit. I mean, and he's right. He is right. But don't think just because you pull your pants up, you ain't got your ass out. See, because when you're around these humans, when you're around these others, when you're around these others like this, you always got your ass out in front of them. And what I mean by that is they always looking at you. You always so comfortable around them and whatnot. So it's like they got you with your pants down. And of course, they got to humiliate you on your way out. Like the entertainer said, they can't let you so-called black men leave the world clean, because they feel like, hey, part of elevating somebody, when they elevate you, they feel like part of elevating somebody is an even greater part of tearing your ass down. They don't do that with they people, but they do it with you so-called black people. They definitely do it with you. You black entertainers, you black celebrities, they definitely do it with you. You see? All right. You can speak on Barinka, Fossil, Ibrahim, and the Son and Beast really wants to be had. I heard about that, but I really don't know about that. I heard about that, but I don't really know much about to speak on. I know about some African general, so I would have to look into more on that. I don't know nothing about that. Right. So just let me finish with this. Let me finish my thoughts on this. I had to get me a fresh cut today in honor of my son. Y'all like it? Like the fresh oxen that I got on too? I had to get flying on my son. This is my first day back after the birth of my son. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that. But anyway, they can't let you leave clean. And when I say can't let you leave clean, can't let you leave the industry clean. You got to get some dirt on you. If you're a so-called black person, they got to put some dirt on you. You see? Because they don't ever want you to look good in front of your people. They don't ever want your people to idolize you. They don't. They make sure they go out bad on some IRS stuff. They go out bad on some drunken, disorderly, degenerate stuff, or you got accused of some kind of inappropriate behavior with some females, who was probably freely on their knees not too long ago, but then all of a sudden they get to turn around and become born again virgins, and all of a sudden you mystically and magically got your ass in jail, right? Because they act like you done laid up with the Virgin Marys of the world. And your ass getting to go into jail. You see? But let's get even deeper with that. Beyond just destroying these guys, these so-called celebrities, let's get even deeper with it. Remember I said when they show so-called black men getting sent through the ringer like that, making them seem like they sexual deviants, sexual perverts and things like that. When they're doing that, there's something more than just money in the works. It's more than just money. It's more than just money in the works. I want you to understand that. This is real. I'm gonna tell you really, really the real reason, other than humiliating these niggas. I'm gonna tell you what the real reason is why they doing this. They trying to scare black men from talking to women. How about that? They trying to scare black men from talking to women. Tell me that don't make sense. Think about it for a minute. They trying to stop black men from talking to women. They want black men afraid to talk to women. Tell me that don't make sense. Because hell, if you out here trying to meet a woman and you deal with her, and then next thing you know, she get mad if things don't go her way. Oh, I'm gonna file a lawsuit on you. Raped me. You sexually assaulted me. Right? You did this, that, and the third to me. Right? Because if you seeing this happen at the higher level of this thing, if you seeing this happen at the highest level, then you're gonna be like, damn, it's a trickle-down effect. It's a trickle-down effect. You got men who just ain't gonna want to be bothered with women no more like that. Niggas gonna be trying to buy prostitutes. They're gonna try to go to the Dominican Republic to get a mail order wife or some crazy shit. They just gonna opt out of dealing with these everyday females. Cause they're gonna be afraid, man. They look how they make it so easy for somebody to file a damn sexual assault charge on you. Look how easy they make it. Look how easy they make it for somebody to file a sexual assault charge on you. You gonna tell me they ain't trying to aim that at so-called black men? You tell me I'm wrong. Because so-called black men, so-called black men are supposedly known to be sexual predators. What that means is you like women. See, because in this society, if you hyper masculine and you like women as a so-called black man, a bronze man, if you a heterosexual bronze man, pretty much, and you like women and you like looking at women, then now that was considered bravado and masculine. Now that's considered toxic. That's considered toxic now. Okay, if you like women and only women, if you like women and only women, and you don't want no woman doing nothing to you, and no crazy shit like Tracy Ellis Ross was talking all out her head, talking about she just look sideline for that for a second. She talking out her head about how she want a young guy, Tracy Ellis Ross. She only date young guys because older guys, they toxic and all this other stuff. And she want a younger guy who she could do, half a homo stuff with him, bend them over and peg them or some whatever that weird shit is they do. She wants somebody like that. Well, she wants somebody like that she can do things like that too. Right? So that's what she wants. She wants a guy who she can bend over and humiliate and do things like that too. Sounds like the same agenda if you look at it. It's all about emasculating you so-called black men, getting you scared to talk to women, calling you toxic, telling you, hey, if you want some old ass chick like Tracy Ellis Ross, and I'm only calling her old because me and her about the same age. Tracy Ellis Ross is 52. I'm 54. I'm a couple of years older than Tracy Ellis Ross, actually. But baby, stop acting like let's keep it real. You aged out. Dudes your age ain't checking for you. Guys your age are not checking for you. That's what it is. Nobody want to deal with you. I mean, yeah, you look good like 20 years ago, 25 years ago on Girlfriends, and you had the banging body, and you still got a nice body, but you got some mileage on you, and you got too many new models out here in the world that ain't got 0 to no mileage on them. So who the fuck are they gonna listen to you for? Who cares about what you want? I mean, realistically, who cares about what Tracy Ellis want? And them young boys you dealing with, them niggas only gonna be around as long as you willing to provide sneaker money, designer jeans and video games. Long as you willing to buy them niggas Xbox and sneakers and shit and take care of them little niggas, yeah, they're gonna be around you just like how they was around Erykah Badu. She got one of these little YNs. She got a little YN. You go get your little YN, Tracy Ellis Ross. You get one of these little YNs. See how that shit work out for you. Them little niggas, they ain't built to last. Them little niggas ain't built to last. They crash out. They suicide squatters. But anyway, that's what it really is, man. They trying to emasculate so-called black men because, like I say, The true masculinity of the world is based on the black man, the so-called black man, bronze man. The true image of masculinity is the so-called bronze man. Why do I say that? Just look at us. Look at our rich bronze skin. Look at our rich bronze skin. Look at our dark, thick hair. You see? Look at that. We got rich tans, bronze, rich tans. Got these rich tans, gold and bronze, copper-colored skin. We are the epitome of robust men. American indigenous men, real American indigenous men like myself, we are the epitome of robust men. I don't think I look pretty bad to be in my 50s. You know, I'm smoking a little bit, you know, I'm enjoying myself, but you know, I'm drinking my water, I'm pretty well kept to be in my 50s. Hell, I'm pushed out, well, not pushed out, but you know, put out 5 babies. So obviously, but my point is, we're robust men, and masculinity is based more on us than anything. Masculinity is based more on us, American indigenous men, not African men. No disrespect to the African men, but real American indigenous men, us. That's really what masculinity is really based on around the world. On us, not on nobody else. You see, not on nobody else. How you know that is because wherever bronze men go, like whether it be music, entertainment, wherever they go, they always treat it like superstars. They always treat it like superstars wherever they go. If you go to a country in some place, and you know, in Europe and one of these places, and the women still sitting up here choosing up on American indigenous men. You see, because they know the difference between American indigenous men, American men, and African men. No disrespect. You see, they know the difference. Right? So, you know, the goal is to take those robust men, those American indigenous men, and turn them into a bunch of weak, scared, cowering, young, like guys, you know, like what Tracy Ellis want. She see older bronze men, they're not gonna act like that. They're not letting Tracy Ellis Ross run nothing. They're not letting them tell her what to do. So she say, oh, the most ideal guy you can get is a guy who's half a homosexual. Because if a man let a woman do some gay, you know, some play with his backside, if she let that happen, then you sodomite. You a sodomite. If you want a woman to play around in your backside, you a sodomite. She said that should be the next level of male that they put out here. Guys who okay with that. Females playing back on their backside. You know, they're okay with. They're trying to get you to be okay with that because they know that emasculates men. That emasculates you, your children. So then that means your children, they won't, because they chasing these degenerate desires, they won't want to become responsible parents. If they out here chasing degenerate desires, sodomy, and all this other degenerate behavior, then that means the less likelihood of them wanting to be fathers and mothers, people who settle down, people who have families, real families, people who raise generations up, nations up. You know, that'll be highly unlikely when you got a bunch of people going after degenerate desires, going after foul and degenerate desires, and infesting the world with these degenerate desires, infesting the minds of the young. You see, they need Sexy Red, they need Uzi Vert, they need the rappers out here, they need niggas wearing dresses like this new guy that was up there, some guy wearing the dresses. I don't know what this guy is. Who's the new guy that was out there wearing a dress somewhere? And they're like, oh, the one up here who some guy wearing a damn dress, a new nigga in a dress. I mean, if they're not trying to scream to you loud and clear that they want y'all to just be on the lowest level of degeneracy, they don't want your sons being men. They don't want your sons being fathers. They don't want your sons growing up. They don't want any of that. They want your sons to be degenerates. They want your daughters to be degenerates. Hell, they want your sons to be degenerates. So then when your sons is locked up in jail, when your sons are sitting up here with sexually transmitted diseases, when your sons is in some goddamn gang somewhere getting shot up or whatever, or walking around with his pants off his ass, or just being a damn loser, when he's going around doing that, right? Guess who's gonna be scooping up your daughter? Brad. Brad gonna come get your daughter and put a baby in her, give you a little biracial, mess up the bloodline. Brad gonna come and scoop your daughter while your son's sitting up in the damn penile system. They're gonna leave the damn hood littered with a bunch of little mulattoes. The next version of the gray race. Or the gray race in production, I should say. The gray race in production, because a lot of these little young ghetto, these little ghetto bed wenches, a lot of them, they out here, they legs is open for Brad. They out here ready to have babies for low bottom shelf Brad and all that. It's because basically the message is going out that you so-called black men, y'all persona non grata, man. They trying to make you persona non grata. You see, that's what that means. That means that they want you all to basically fade away and let Brad, and Hector and everybody else come up and take your place. That's why they want this hip hop is 50-50. Then after a while, oh, you niggas ain't create nothing. You got it from us. Basically everything is done to erase you. And this is another form of erasure. To show these icons who are up on the pedestal, who made it to some sort of fame, to see them humiliated like this, to see them having to be drugged into court from some allegations that sound ridiculous. Like literally anybody can file some sort of sexual assault charge on you and just accuse you of something. And they don't even, it's not like it's even really scrutinized. It's not weighed to see, hey, let's see if this is if we don't got a nut case here that's going to be wasting the court time. You don't even think like that. Is she going to be wasting the court's time? Because this person is going to have to go to court and spend a lot of money. So why would you just allow anybody to come up and just make false allegations, and just you don't try to wait, you just let them go, but because they so-called black men. I bet you can't really get away with that filing those sexual assault charges on the wealthy white men. They got a little apparatus, because trust me, if they could, they would be doing that right now. Because you got these wealthy white guys, they got way more money than black men. You don't think people would be trying to file sexual assault charges on these guys? And these guys really be doing this shit. They really be sexually assaulting people that you don't see no lawsuits. You know why? Because the court system is set up to protect them. The court system is set up to protect them. The court system ain't set up to protect Diddy. The court system ain't set up to protect Shannon Sharp. The court system ain't set up to protect Smokey Robinson. I don't care how light-skinned he is. In the eyes of the white man, he a nigga, or just a light-skinned nigga. And that's what they treating him like. Because trust me, none of those cases is going to get to the court. If you file some case on some rich white man and whatnot who really got money, that they're gonna be like, they're gonna look at that. They ain't filing that shit. They're gonna be like, They're gonna start looking into your background. They're gonna start. What do you think you're doing? They ain't even letting it get to court. They not. The only way it's gonna get to court if this shit is just so out of hand, and you know how these humans get, these crackers, they get out of hand with their degeneracy. And if it gets so out of hand that they just gotta bring these motherfuckers up and just lock them up. If it just get out of hand like that, but oftentimes they know they don't want to do nothing to them, man. You know, I'm gonna just be real. You know, law enforcement don't want to do nothing to white males in this country. They don't care how many crimes they commit. They don't really want to do nothing to them. And the reason being is because a lot of them are dwindling away. They're dwindling away. Their numbers are dropping. So the last thing you want to do is put them in jail. You don't want to put them in jail. If you wanted them, you don't want to see your own white brother going to jail, especially when your numbers of these birth rates is low. So they be letting them out. They do shit and they let them go. You know, they don't want to put them in jail. They won't put you in jail. See, that's how that works. So that's why Bill Cosby had to go to jail, you know, for bullshit. That's why Diddy got to go to jail for bullshit. But I mean, and when I say it's bullshit, I'm not saying he wasn't engaging in no degeneracy. Of course he was. All you niggas are. You at some point engage in some degeneracy with these crackers, man. At some point, you niggas just engage in some degeneracy with these crackers, man. You see? And you know, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. May you go with God. The white man. Do what he tell you to do. Till you can't no more. Till he tell you niggas, nah, man, look, man, you niggas gonna have to go down, man. You gonna have to go down, right? You're gonna have to go down so that my ass could be covered. You niggas gonna have to go down so that my ass could be covered. Okay? I'm gonna have to wipe my ass with you. Sorry, Diddy. I'm gonna have to wipe my ass with you. That's how these crackers, that's how they talk, the ones who these niggas really work for. Look, we can't be bothered with going to jail, Diddy. We can't be bothered with going to jail, nigga. You gonna have to go to jail. You gonna have to take this one because we got to get this heat up off of us and this Epstein Island shit, nigga. You got to go to jail. I do. Yeah. I got tapes. No, you don't, nigga. Next thing you know, they running Diddy. I got some tapes. So did Epstein. You see where he at, right? Get your black ass in that cell. That's how it goes. See, when you doing degeneracy with these people, like I said, it always fall back on y'all, man. When y'all do degeneracy with these people, it always fall back on y'all. Don't you understand that? Because that's not in your nature to do. It's not in our nature to be with them, man, and do the things they do. It's not in our nature to follow their God, man, and they Jesus. It's not in our nature. It's not in our nature to believe we came on some damn slave ships from Africa. They got to make you believe stupid shit, man. They got to make you believe dumb shit. Like we came from Africa on slave ships and we African Americans and y'all skin is black, by the way. They got to just make y'all believe dumb nonsense. Nigga nonsense. Man, listen, man. Listen, let me tell you something. This is the realest talk you ever gonna hear, man. The realest, raw and uncut talk you ever gonna hear anywhere. And a lot of these niggas, man, they say stuff, and these niggas soft shoeing because see, they want to get them YouTube algorithms, and they don't want to really go deep and say what it's really all about. But see, fortunately for me, I don't monetize my channel. I don't care about no monthly YouTube check. I don't. So you can't be really in the work of doing this work right here, raising the minds of your people. You can't really be in that YouTube spirit. I do this just for a platform to speak to my people, to get to you real talk, real raw and uncut talk. Like I told you tonight, Diddy, Smokey Robinson, Bill Cosby, all those people are hung out so that you are sexually afraid to approach women. You are afraid to approach women. You are afraid to talk to women. You see, you are afraid. Right? And the young women are being told that they should like guys who a bunch of damn, booty bandits, part-time booty bandits. They telling the women out here, the young girls out here, You okay? Look, part-time booty bandit. You see? Which is a full-time booty bandit. You're sorry. No such thing as a goddamn bisexual. But anyway. So, they trying to soften you so-called black men up. They trying to soften you so-called black men up. You see? That's all. They trying to soften you up. They softening you up in this society, man. You see? They want you niggas to be sweet. You see? They want y'all to be sweet. They want you to be, as Tariq Nasheed say, buck broken. You see? Your ass open for business. You see? That's what they want from you. See? When you carry the mark of the beast and you willing to do anything for money, this is what comes with it, man. How many of y'all believe, what's the guy's name? Harvey Weinstein. How many of y'all believe Harvey Weinstein really in jail? How many of y'all believe Harvey Weinstein really in jail? Remember how I used to do back in the day? He's a perfect example of what we talking about. Yeah, I bet you he ain't nowhere in jail, man. Harvey Weinstein ain't in no goddamn jail. He's somewhere in Israel, keeping his head down. I'm willing to bet if I would be a betting man. Or somewhere, some remote location. Because they ain't give him the nigga treatment. Yeah, man, but listen. Keep in mind, like I said, this is a message to you so-called black men. This is a message to you. This is a message that's being sent through Smokey Robinson, through Stevie Wonder might be next. I hope I don't speak that into existence. He might be next. Smokey Robinson, R. Kelly, and all these other guys. Like I said, I don't care about no R. Kelly and Diddy. Like I said, they was engaged in this degeneracy and whatnot, But my thing is this: in the so-called court of law, like I said, these niggas could be sacrificed, man. In the so-called court of law and injustice, unlawful and unjust, they could be sacrificed, man. You see what happens when you believe in and follow God? You become a sacrifice to God. Why? Because who is their God? Their God is the so-called white man. That's who their God is. And so they got to be sacrificed. That's why you niggas, you walk around here wearing dresses and shit, because you do anything for money. You'll do anything for money. And they know that, which makes you weak and which also makes you a liability down the road. That makes you a liability down the road if they dealing with you because they don't know what you might do because you weak. You might flip and want to try and call yourself helping your people. They always look at you like that. See, that's a message to you sellout niggas, man. Y'all know you might as well enjoy that little bit of money you get for selling out and degrading your people and talking crazy and whatnot. You might as well enjoy that little bit of money because I guarantee you ain't gonna have no retirement plan. There ain't no retirement plan for sellouts. Ain't no retirement plan for ass kissing coons. There's none. There is none. You see, that's y'all getting y'all wake up call, your nigga wake up calls, and also you're being used by the very people who you got too comfortable around. You got too comfortable around them. They always watching you. They always watching your black ass. Diddy, Bill Cosby, when your ass was up at the Playboy Mansion with them cave girls, having a good old time, good old nigga time up there. That cigar in your mouth. Hugh Hefner sitting up there, got the cameras in the wall watching you freak off. You see? He was being a nigga. Bill was being a nigga. Like only a nigga could be. But so what? So that just means, he was being a man, And them women back then, they was with it. They was with it until somebody said, hey, you really wasn't with it. Counterintelligence. You really wasn't with it. You thought you was with it, But you really wasn't with it. They was really when you was having a good time, you know, you was really having a bad time. You see how they just spin the heads of these liberated females? They just spin their goddamn heads. You really wasn't having a good time when you was, but now these guys they sexually assaulted you all of a sudden. You see? Because they know the female is weak, man. The female is weak, man. She goes with whatever she's programmed to believe, man. The average female. I'm not saying you got some women out there who are thinkers, but I'm gonna just be honest. Just like with it's I'll just say it like this: you got some women who are thinkers, but you got some females who just believers, man. Just like you got some men who are thinkers, but you got a lot of males out here who just believers, man. You see, that's what we separate, man. I'm a man who thinks. I'm not no male that just believes shit. Never have been, never will be. I'm a man who thinks. See, you so-called black males out there, y'all don't think, man. Because if y'all did, y'all would have been stopped calling yourself black people. Come out the damn closet. You would have been not stopped calling yourself black people if y'all was really thinking. But obviously you not. They slow. They mentally slow. How somebody that's mentally slow going to teach me anything? All they can teach me is not to be mentally slow like them. We ain't doing it. You know? You better use your mind, man. Use your thought. Watch what's going on around you. Be mindful of what's going on around you. See, because our people don't understand what's going on around them. They don't understand what's going on around them. Send a wake-up call. They don't get it. You see, that's all targeted toward you so-called black men. They don't want you out here talking to women. They don't want you being heterosexual no more. They don't want you. Did I not say it was going to come a time where the beast's going to drag all these niggas out the closet, make them start embracing, you know, some a sodomite agenda, all that, man, whatever they want, man. Whatever. That's what it is. And like I said, a lot of people got used up in that. And again, the goal is to reach out to you so-called black men. Stop talking to women. Hey, you guys need to stop talking to women, because if you don't stop talking to women out there, you're going to get an SA charge. You're going to get a sexual, you know, you're going to get an SA charge, as they tell you to say on what's the name. You're going to get an SA charge, and you're going to go to jail. You see, you're going to go to jail. If you sit up here and you try and talk to a woman, you know, something that's natural. If you're trying to be your natural self, you're going to go to jail. You know, if you try to talk to a woman because you are aroused by this woman, you are attracted to her, you know, physically, you shouldn't talk to her. Get away from her. Get away from her. Because you might actually get her number, and you might start doing things, and y'all might like each other, and you might actually have a family, children, you know, a future progeny. We don't want y'all doing that. So, you know, hey, this guy, he sexually assaulted you. He SA'd you. You didn't have a good time. You see, they want you fighting against each other. You see, they want you fighting against each other. Boys against the girls. You see, that's what they want. And that's what they're getting. Boys against the girls. Because a lot of y'all got the minds of children, man. A lot of y'all straight up got the minds of children. Got the minds of goddamn kids. Got the minds of kids. And that's a bad thing. In a world where we are required to be adults, we must be adults. We must be responsible. We must be thinking all the time. Thinking all the time. Extending ourselves all the time. Moving forward into the future all the time. Always thinking futuristically. Don't think about the past. Don't think about the present. Think about the future. The future is everything. And as a bronze man, as a bronze man, formerly of the black race, as a bronze man, one who is enlightened, illuminated, I'll say, one who has been illuminated by the reality of what we are, who we are, where we're going, by that, way of thinking, we have evolved. We have started the evolution going forward. Because somebody has to break out of the circle, man. That's why you always say break the circle. You see, maybe the downfall of these people is meant to be a symbol, a sign of our awakening. Because at some point you got to be woken up. You have to be woken up to reality. And a lot of these people who got money and they got comfortable around these people, they have to be shown that they messed up, that they got caught slipping. It's just a shame they got to learn the hard way, especially Smokey Robinson. I like Smokey Robinson. I like Smokey Robinson. But if he has to be sacrificed for the future generations to learn, just like with the Carmelo Anthony thing, keep an eye on that case on the Carmelo Anthony thing. Things are happening. Things are happening. People are evolving. Things are moving in alignment. And we ain't in the same world no more. We're moving into the next world. And a lot of people are going to be affected by the next world. Even when they think they're stuck in the present, they're going to still be moved by the next world in some way, shape, or form. Everybody is. I definitely have been. I bear witness to that. Because I tell you, I didn't see none of my life and how I live. I would have never saw this in a million years. I would have never saw this in a million years. But here I am. And yeah. So I'm about to wrap this up. Again, salute to my son, my firstborn son, Kent. Handsome young man, handsome gentleman. I call him Lord Kent, Sir Kent. I want to give him the world, just as I want people who are intelligent, who are forward thinking, how they should want to give their children the world. And the only way we can give our children the world is by giving them their heritage, their true heritage going forward. So I want to ask you all, can you please hit the link down below? We are halfway at our goal of raising the $15,000 for the American Indigenous Street Music Festival. We are halfway at our goal. So can you please hit the link down below and donate to the American Indigenous Street Music Festival? I would definitely appreciate it. By the way, to the people who donated, I sent out your shirts. Your shirts are coming. I sent out your shirts. It's those of you who have donated, if you don't get a shirt, it's 9 times out of 10 because you didn't put your address down or your size and things like that. A lot of y'all say I donate and I want a shirt, but then there's no address there. So I want to give everybody these shirts. Like I said, we mailed out shirts the other day. So shirts is coming to Beja and other people. But we mailed out a bunch of shirts. So can y'all please keep this momentum going? We need to raise another $8,000. I think we could do that. I think we could raise another $8,000. Matter of fact, I know we can. I think and know we can. We're having our first American Indigenous Street and Music Festival, celebrating our American roots. We ain't talking about no Africa. We're not talking about no Asiatic. We ain't talking about none of that. We're talking about just who we are as American Indigenous people, as real Americans, Americans by nationality. Who we are as the American Indigenous people. We are celebrating our American roots. So please come out. That's going to be in Atlanta in Rodney Cook Senior Park, down the street from the big HBSUs, Morehouse and Spelman. And right across the street from the Mercedes-Benz Center is big, beautiful park, Rodney Cook Senior Park. We're going to be there June 20th and June 21st. So can y'all please shout that out? And can y'all please hit the donation link? Like I said, we had to pay for our money. We paying for the stage. We're going to have entertainment out there, paying for the stage, paying for the booths to be out there, porta toilets and whatnot, security, AK police. We got to pay for all that. So this is where your donations are going. We appreciate it. If you would please hit that link. Give a little donation for put it on me and my son Kent. We worth it because again, we're trying to raise our American roots, man. We're trying to raise our people up, the Americans, the true Americans. You see, because this is what's been missing. This is what's been missing in the everyday psyche of Black people. See, when you walk around in darkness, because that's what you're basically doing when you walk around calling yourself Black people, you're literally walking around in darkness. If you walk around in darkness all day, all of your life being called a Black person, right? If you walk around like that, because if I ask you what race you are, what's your nationality, and you say Black, that's not an answer. What I'm looking for is your country, your name, the name of your country, your language, the name, your flag. What do you represent? What country? I'm looking for basically, like, say, I'm German. I'm from Germany. We got our German flag. We got our German language, and this, that, and the third. I'm looking for that from you. But if I get, I'm a Black man, I'm an African American, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. You're walking around in darkness. Who are you? Who are you? Who you are, who we are, is the real Americans. Ain't that something? We the real Americans by nationality. And we're supposed to have our own American language, and we're supposed to have our own American flag as a people. We're supposed to have that as Americans. You see. And we are American by nationality, man. We are American by nationality. We the first and only real Americans here in America. I've been said that. That's why they put our people in slavery, because they enslaved the American indigenous people, not no Africans. They enslaved the American indigenous people, which makes all the sense in the world. But, it is what it is. We are American. Not African American, not Black, but we're American. And once we embrace that reality, we'll be a lot better off. That's it. So hit the link, please. Hit the link. I got to do my other cast. Oh, y'all go hit Patreon, man. Join my Mentellect Patreon. Join Mentellect Patreon. All right, join Mentellect Patreon. Join Mentellect Patreon. My cast I do nightly. I don't share them no more. Those are private. So now there's a lot of private stuff that's going to come on Mentellect Patreon. Stuff I can't say on YouTube. So join the Mentellect Patreon, MENTELLECT Patreon, and also send a link. Send a donation for the American Indigenous Street Music Festival. Let's put our money where our mouth is, since we say we standing up we standing up for truth. We standing on business, as certain people say we standing on that business. We standing up straight up and down for who we are as American. You see, that's it. So subscribe to Mentellect Patreon. Hit the link down below. We're going to give out shirts for those of you who hit the link down below from an Underlord company. So hit the link down below. And, join the Republic of America, ROA Worldwide. Join the Republic of America, ROA Worldwide, for our true American community. We need our own American community, man. And we need to make ourselves a better people. And again, we're not trying to put down nobody. We ain't trying to tear down nobody. We're trying to build ourselves up so that we don't got to be asking nobody for things, man. We can, move better amongst ourselves. That's it. So also subscribe to American Indigenous channel. American Indigenous channel, sister by the name of Enra Vanzetta runs that channel. So subscribe to that. And yeah, just subscribe. And that's all I got. And hit the link, please. Hit the link. We can use some more money. Good night.
Venom. I got venom for you rap niggas. Guns, knives, brass knuckles, you get massacred. Move or get moved, I come through like Hulk smash. Separate your soul from your body, nigga, do the math. None of these nigga poop stinker, nigga box with God. Sever your arms, laugh, feed them to the dogs. Hood nigga, probably sold you weed and fucked your moms. What you mad about? I help to keep the lights on. I don't pop mollies, always time for true religion jeans, polo top, and a hot broad. Superhuman, how he spits it like a cyborg. My bars bite through your bones like an alligator. Still execute these rappers like the gas chamber. Wearing dresses on stage, man, that shit ain't boss. The Jamaican in me wanna take the ass apart. Bun a split, lick a couple shots, and
my shit is venomous, like a cobra bite. And some rattlesnake venom mixed with lyrics when I hold the mic. I'm Dolomite with bowls of Ebola odors and boa strikes. For my foes, my noses, such toes is colder than polar ice. Slap the shit out you, crack your ribs, mount you. Punch right through your soul, then I'll drag my fist out you. In my veins is flames, bane and scorpion blood. Pop your poppy seeds like it was some opium buzz. I'm my Komodo dragon shit, and in my photos I get ravishing. I said it hurts to touch me like if you're holding a better bitch than yours. Never learn from experience, birth with this brilliance. Due to you, a mother earth that with virgins and periods furious. Then calm, cool calypso. Stalk you, then stomp you when I bounce through your window. Kill flows, rap attack like strap nymphos. And my verse is highly known to be body in black widows. It's rivers.
Hand off your neck, hand off your neck, hand off your neck. Hand off your neck, rhyme, gun, Gregory Peck, scat, wrecking your neckline, slum memory, best elephant with a tech 9. Welcome to the circus, I parabellum on purpose. Evil intent bars, display more malice. Pedro Morales, provoke a vet to get off your sofa set. Told the scared, go Nike box and rockin' the Boba Fetts. Older rapper, respect me, hoes. Shoulder strap, the gap will neglect your dome. Magic, manic, depressive. Today's mathematics, magically smack faggots. Up to speed, gun butt your seed. New fucks can't fuck with these plus degrees. That's my word to the father. Beat down the clown, he get pound with the armor. Pig.
Keep talking, bro. Keep talking. Nah, not them type of words. Them fighting words.
We should stay